Hello, NYWCites. I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Aftermath 2016 is now in the history books. The show begins with Absolute Alvin Appreciation Night, and Alvin's followed by the rest of the A-listers. And they also had balloons, purple and white balloons coming down as a sign of appreciation. Alvin takes the microphone and mentions that 5 years ago he and the Big O started training at the academy, and he said that they're the only two that are basically still wrestling today. He also went on to state that at Psycho Circus he retained the Fusion Championship while the Big O failed to capture the NYWC title at Psycho Circus. Eventually the Big O comes out and he does a number on Ultimo Maya, and then eventually O takes the microphone and challenges Alvin to a match for the Fusion Championship at April Rain on Saturday, April 30th. Alvin teased getting in the ring, but backpedaled and went to the back. Then it was time for the action to begin as the Brother Club, Aiden Bale and TJ Marconi with Brooke Danielle, who were scheduled to face the Fella Twins, but unfortunately Rick Cataldo did not show up, and they took on Fella Twin Eddie McQueen and the Caveman. And we saw Eddie McQueen and the Caveman victorious over Aiden Bale and TJ Marconi. Marconi was livid about the loss, and he left the ring without Aiden and Brooke. The next match, we saw Tyler Murphy defeat the King of New York, EC Negro. Great to see EC Negro have a singles match in NYWC. Up next, J-Red, the GIT, Gangsta in Training, and Ira, the Irish rapper apprentice, hit the ring, and they started dancing to one of the Backstreet Boys songs. And then Milk Chocolate comes out, and people in the crowd were chanting, "Let them dance," and they started dancing, but then the music stops and the Hounds of Hatred theme starts playing, and J-Red, GIT, and Ira bail out of the ring. And we get our next match underway, which saw Hounds of Hatred, Boo Sullivan, and Bam Sullivan defeat Milk Chocolate. Very good match there. Up next, it was we had Sammy Pickles as the guest referee, as Willow Nightingale defeated Solo Darling to retain the Starlet Championship. Great showing by Solo in the matchup, and maybe we'll see more of her in the future. Next, the Stallion Anthony Lacerra challenged the Devil's Outlaw Stockade for the championship. Lacerra really had things going his way until a young woman wearing a cowboy hat and face paint comes out laughing, and Lacerra was distracted for a bit, and Stockade capitalized and defeated Anthony Lacerra to retain the championship. Don't know who this woman is, but it looks like a new member of the Hounds of Hatred, and hopefully we'll find her name out soon. Then it was intermission time, and we, during intermission, Big O and Absolute Alvin were ready to go at it in the crowd until John Curse came over to break it up. We get back to the matches. Next, we were scheduled to see Rad Brad Benson in action, but out comes Non Grata member Otto Von Knox, and ring announcer Jason Linnick was saying, "Look, I don't have this. This is not your scheduled opponent." And I forgot what Otto said, and then Brad took the mic and said something saying that his brother CJ was there, and out from the crowd, I presume his brother CJ hits the ring, and he and Brad do a number on Otto until Yassine the Persian Machine and I guess new Non Grata member General Romero come out, and the Bensons got out of there in time, and that match apparently was thrown out the window. Up next was six-man tag team action as Hounds of Hatred, King Mega, Apollyon, and Mouse defeated Jesse Vane, Indestructible Joey Tell, and Talon. Very good matchup by all six of these men. Next we saw Tony Mama Luke take on JT Kaysen. Initially, Kaysen had won the match, but he had his foot on the rope, and the match was restarted, and Mamalu put some kind of submission hold on Kaysen, and he tapped out. I forgot what that move was called. Then we saw Flawless and Lawless, Flawless Blake Morris, and Pectoral Poseidon Rex Lawless defeat the New Heavenly Bodies, Desirable of Dustin and Gigolo Justin, to retain the Tag Team Championship. And I'm wondering, who's left for Flawless and Lawless? I mean, they've dominated the NYWC Tag Team division for the past year now. So I really don't know who could be left other than the Hounds of Hatred or King Mega and Apollyon. Who could really be left to challenge these guys? But it was then main event time, and I was surprised they decided to put this match on last. We saw the premier athlete Anthony Nese defeat Bull James, formerly known as Bull Dempsey, in NXT. I remember, I thought this match could have gone a little, I thought it was going to go a little longer than it did. But Nese picked up the win with a tornado DDT right on the Bull's big long chain that he tried to bring into play. Eventually, Bull took the mic after the match and said he took Nese lightly, but it won't happen again. Alright, personal notes time. Welcome back my cousin Edward, who had been to his first show since last summer. His girlfriend Denise popped her NYWC cherry. Great seeing John Kerr, Shane, Steve, Greg and Sarah, both Joeys. Let's see. Whoa. Ow! Hold on. Get back in position here. Okay, we're back. Memorable quotes. Lottie, this is for you. Ref Steven, when he was trying to clean up the balloons after the Absolute Alvin segment at the beginning of the show. Nice rack, nice rack. My cousin Edward, when General Romero exposed his chest. Okay. As mentioned earlier, NYWC presents April Reign on Saturday, April 30th. Already announced, Absolute Alvin defends the Fusion Championship against the Big O. I really don't know what matches I'd like to see for the next event. As many know, Aftermath is usually the die-down show right after Psycho Circus. So, again, Denise, I hope you come back in the future. And, hopefully the wrestlers that we did not see will be at April Reign, such as DJ Hyde, Jigsaw Joe Gacy, many others that we didn't get to see. Were not there for one reason or another. But, it's always a good feeling to be at NYWC, and NYWC rules.